Ready? Start. The advocate commissioner who inspected the property has been examined as PW1. The plaintiff has been examined as PW2 and the husband of the plaintiff has been examined as PW3. Stop. It may be stated that the husband of the plaintiff was the attesting witness to Exhibit A3 sale deed who spoke about absence of consideration. Stop. No oral evidence was adduced on behalf of the defendant and we are left to peruse the averments in the written statement to know about the actual defense. Stop. The specific averments in the written statement is that the property was conveyed valued at rupees 75,000 for the dues of rupees 3,12,000 from the husband of the plaintiff. Stop. There is no averment in the written statement that the intention of the plaintiff was to execute a sale deed in favor of the defendant of the property scheduled. Stop. Neither is there any case that the plaintiff directed the defendant not to tender the purchase money to her and instead adjust it towards the dues of her husband. Stop. The defendant asserts that payment of price is not a condition precedent for completion of sale, relying on the following observations. Stop. Sale is defined as being a transfer of ownership for a price. Stop. In a sale, there is an absolute transfer of all rights in the properties sold. Stop. No rights are left in the transfer. Stop. The price is fixed by the contract antecedent to the conveyance. Stop. Price is the essence of a contract of sale. Stop. There is only one mode of transfer by sale in regard to immovable property of the value of rupees 100 or more, and that is by a registered instrument. Stop. It is now well settled that payment of entire price is not a condition precedent for completion of the sale by passing of title, as section 54 of the Transfer of Property Act 1882 defines sale as a transfer of ownership in exchange for a price paid or promised or part paid and part promised. Stop. If the intention of parties was that title should pass on execution and registration, title would pass to the purchaser even if the sale price or part thereof is not paid. Stop. In the event of non-payment of price on balance price, as the case may be, thereafter the remedy of the vendor is only to sue for the balance price. Stop. He cannot avoid the sale. Stop. He is, however, entitled to a charge upon the property for the unpaid part of the sale price where the ownership of the property has passed to the buyer before payment of the entire price under section 55 of the Act.